go.
Okay, there we go.
Here we are, folks. Round 2.
You know what happens sometimes, which
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense to me, is that somehow
Makes no sense at all.
it switches what input I'm recording with without telling me it's switching what input I'm recording with, and then
Okay.
I see my voice level still going because it's using the microphone on the laptop, which picks
Yeah.
up everything in the room well. But then when you're talking, it
Doesn't
doesn't
hear
pick
anything
anything up.
else.
Right. So
All right.
I switched it.
So, just so everyone knows, this is round 2. We had a little mishap here. It's, we're new to this. So,
Yeah, right. We've only been doing it like a year, and now like fucking
that's cool.
for more than half the days a week we do one. So
Right.
between
The worst part about all this is we missed the banter with you and Lex.
well, we didn't. Yeah, we did, didn't we? Oh well.
Yeah, we did. And now, we got Nick the Dick down here, so I don't know if that's not going to be entertaining. So.
He's never entertaining.
He's not entertaining at all, no.
No, your daughter got fired up as soon as
As soon as she heard you were on the phone.
Yeah, well, she was getting a little mouthy with you, telling you. I don't know why she was annoyed that you had to do a podcast right now.
Well, yeah.
You
weren't on the live last night, I don't think, when I was on TikTok live, and she was just like drilling me for being on live while eating, like just laying into me about it.
Doesn't she understand
And I'm like,
that this is the future? Like you're
Right.
one day you're going to quit your regular job, and this is how you're going to pay for her.
right, I'm gonna be like Joe Rogan. I'm just gonna podcast.
Right, she's going to live
Me
off.
and you.
Because obviously your kids have no aspirations beyond living off you for the rest of their lives. So
Now we got this guy over here, the peanut gallery, making fucking jokes. What'd you say, smartass? He said Joe Rogan's a commentator, and I'm just a TikToker.
but you're both
Yeah.
podcasters.
Right, we're both podcasters.
Hmm?
The second egg.
God.
What?
A million views for podcasts, and one of them gets 150.
Here we go.
Oh,
These fucking kids.
well, tell them.
I'm glad I got supporting kids here that support their father's efforts in trying to make a living.
Your kids are shitty, man. Your kids are really
Right.
shitty. Like it's too late to get new ones, but maybe you should.
Right, I'm stuck with them. I can't even get new kids. This
You
is
should
it.
take them to go see the Grand Canyon and leave them there.
Right, isn't that like is that like what happened to Joe Dirt?
One of those. Yeah.
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 Right. Yeah, like
I
unbelievable.
mean, you're raising
There's support.
2 Joe Dirts as it is. So.
Right, 2 Joe Dirts I'm raising. Nick's hair looks like Joe Dirt for Christ's sake.
Somebody wants to
Oh, here we go. This whole podcast is going to be you shitting on me. Go upstairs. This is ridiculous. Right.
I don't.
Other parents' kids are like, man, my dad's so cool. He's got some clout on the TikTok. He's got a podcast with Grumpy Ben that's getting 150 downloads a day. They got a clothing company that they're selling clothes that people are wearing all over the world. No, not my kids. Ungrateful bastards. Both of them.
I feel like they're a little bit of chip off the old block. Like they never found
Yeah.
they never saw something they didn't want to shit on, and I think you're the same way.
It's funny you say that. I've heard that quite often.
Which part? That the kids are like you, or that you have that same disposition?
Well, somebody I know has made this comment to me a couple times, and said that I shoot down everything. That I'm very. If somebody, I don't think it's that. I think it's unrealistic. If someone tells me an idea that it's not realistic, or the idea could be changed to make it realistic, I speak my mind and say, "Hey, that's not realistic. But if you did it this way," and they're like, "Oh, you're just so negative." I'm like, "No, I'm just a realist. Like, I'm real about it."
Which of your friends? Which of your friends is this? Let's just be.
It's
honest.
not anybody that any of you know. That's the thing. So, right.
I was hoping it was like Eric or JoJo or something.
No.
We could have fun with.
No. So Eric's very supportive. JoJo just doesn't pay attention. But Yeah, no, apparently being real is a downfall. I should just lie to people.
Yeah, don't dash their
That's what it is.
don't dash their stupid hopes.
I guess next time I should just be like, go get him, champ. You know,
Right.
Everybody gets a trophy. So yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, whatever.
Well, this
Anyway,
the second attempt is so much better, and I'm rolling my eyes as I say that, than our first attempt
right.
at doing
The first attempt was pretty shitty. So, but
I don't know.
What I wanted to talk about today, I got a couple things.
Okay.
One is
Keep it.
is
You've got about 45 minutes to fit it all in because like I said.
we're not going that long.
I'm on call. I have to go.
Right.
I have to
On
go
call
make
for the roommate.
an airport run. Yeah.
Right. So here's the thing. Number one, I'm out of control. I'm back to 260. I'm out of control.
Are you? You got on this? You got on the scale?
Oh, it's fucking brutal. Don't bury me. Just.
What do you mean?
Listen.
You're the one that threw out a number. I mean,
It's bad. This is bad. I'm back to 260. I'm in all sorts of the acid reflux is it's fucking.
yeah. That's what happened to me last night.
Yeah.
I heard that you were getting a pizza, and before I was like done listening to you, I was ordering my own, and that night I kind of like took a couch nap, and I woke up to like the back of my throat burning, and it was bad. It was like one of those where like today I didn't eat. I'm back on track. You, of course, haven't had that moment of clarity, I guess, yet.
Well, so look, I may have said on the podcast the other day that I was going back on the diet Monday.
Yeah, you
the amount of messages the amount of messages I got yesterday. Hey, are you back on? And I was like, oh fuck! Like I literally just didn't respond to people for a little bit because I was trying to map out in my head like what my response was going to be and make it logical. You know.
But you told me you had people reaching out, like seriously worried about you.
Right, as if I was like, like I was dying, like I was a drug addict. And they were like, "Hey, anything I can do to help?" And I'm like, "With what?" And they're like, you know,
your marinara addiction.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't know, order a pizza to my house. Fuck Ben.
Why you gotta bring up a sore subject?
You know, so
See, here's what's gonna happen now. Is that now that I've officially started and I'm no longer eating pizza, and I've only tried to solicit someone sending me a pizza for like the last 4 fucking podcasts, now someone will send me one just to fuck me.
I really, really hope you get a pizza tomorrow because if anybody knows Ben, he is not turning that pizza down. There's no way a free pizza gets turned down.
Not this Jew.
From Grumpy Ben. No way. Not even happening. That pizza will be eaten, and he'll be starting over the next day.
Yeah. Well, listen, if anyone's, I assume you and I are going to be a little competitive if you ever start your diet and stop with the self-abuse, that it'll be competitive. So if anyone wants to be Team AJ and try and throw a banana peel in the road in front of me in the form of a pizza, that's nothing I can do about it. I will be annoyed.
Why do I feel like you're the guy who's like, look, don't twist my arm, but I don't want a pizza.
I'm totally doing the.
So what's the address again? Why don't you just throw the address out there while you're at it? Because I feel like
as a science experiment, let's see what happens. 3000 Palm Trace Landings Drive, apartment 106, Davie, Florida. Hey, but I am totally doing the don't throw me in the briar patch anywhere but the briar patch. I'm totally doing that.
This is happening. This is really happening.
I will behave myself, but if someone throws a banana peel in front of me, I am going to consciously step on it.
Right. Like this is. Yeah. I see what you're doing here. This is smart.
But I have no faith in. Let's call this your people because the Furlough files are your people, and none of them will send me a pizza. So what is that noise?
That's the pasta going in the water, baby. I'm making homemade mac and cheese. No box shit here, baby.
Bad piece of shit.
I got, just so everybody knows, I've got chicken cutlets frying on the stovetop. I've got diced potatoes I cut up, red potatoes, put them in there with seasonings and oil, and I got homemade mac and cheese going right now. That's how we roll here. That's how I got to 260. You know what? Fuck all these diet gurus. I'm going to start doing, you want to gain weight? Follow me. I can put weight on you.
My palms got sweaty as you were rattling off those ingredients. And most of that stuff doesn't even appeal to me. But it was just, I know it's food I can't eat right now. So my hands got sweaty.
These chicken cutlets are very nice golden brown. Like cooked almost to perfection. They're golden, but they're not burnt because I don't like a burnt cutlet. This is gonna make a nice cutlet sandwich though.
But you're in trouble. Like you're in trouble because what'll happen is you'll have all the good intentions, but unlike me, you sometimes actually go somewhere to work, and so of course the day or the first week that you're fucking trying to diet, they will have a spread every day at work for you, like bagels and donuts and whatever else, you know.
Right, like and you know,
Firehouse subs.
So today, and this is my mindset. I just want everybody to know. I walked into a store today at work. What do you think the first thing I did was?
You went to the break room to look for Reese's Pieces.
I went to the break room to see if they had donuts because for some reason in my head I thought today's the day they're gonna have them, and I went in and there was nothing on the table, and I like looked around and somebody said, "What are you doing?" I said, "We don't have any breakfast," and they're like, "No," as if like
they're like it's 3 in the afternoon.
Tuesday, right? It was 11 o'clock on a Tuesday. They're like, "Why would we have?" So I, in my upset manner, walked next door to Panera Bread, and this is how it went at Panera Bread. It went. I look at the menu. I don't go to Panera Bread ever, and I said, "Let me get these new flatbread margarita pizza," and the guy goes, "For $2.99, do you want to add a soup?" And I said,
"You answered yes before he even finished, right?" He probably said for $2.99. You said, "I'll take it."
He said for $2.99 you can add a soup, and I said yes. And he goes, or a half a sandwich or a salad. And I said, no, I want broccoli and cheddar. So he goes to ring it in, and he says, "Do you want something to drink?" And as he says it, I look over behind his right shoulder, and I see this delicious cinnamon, like toast crunch looking bagel. And I said, "Hey man, I really hate to be a pain in the ass, but all of a sudden I don't want pizza anymore. And I don't want to," and he goes, "What?" I go, "I want that behind you." And he turns around, he goes, "This is cinnamon toast crunch bagel. I never go to Panera." I said, "I want that with cream cheese." And he's like, "So you don't want the pizza?" I was like, No. I want that with cream cheese. And I want a coffee. And he's just looking at me like, "Are you okay?" You know, like this fucking is weird. So I got that, and it was absolutely fantastic. But I was still hungry. So at 3 o'clock, I got a roast beef and cheese wrap.
Back to Panera?
No, I went to a supermarket called Sprouts, and I got the wrap, but I also got a box of cookies. Not one cookie. I got the whole fucking box. And out of the 12 count, I've already eaten 6 of them myself. So,
I mean, these are big cookies if there's only 12 in a box.
Yeah, they're big cookies. Whatever. Anyway, so
I could hear in the pause when you're like thinking about what to say. You're like wondering if I'm taking a shot at you or not. It was just an observation.
Well, anyway,
you're like, okay, yeah, I'll take the shot. Yeah.
Right. So I got the cookies, but now I'm making all this food here. But here's the other thing. I woke up this morning after ordering my pizza last night. I ate.
How those work pants fitting, man?
They're not fitting. I'm struggling. I'm on belt buckle 1 again. We're about to have to buy a new belt. That's the point we're at.
I picture like you're at the point where you're having to staple your pants closed because part of the fabric will overlap, but not far enough to get a button hooked or a zipper zipped.
Well, I'm wearing jeans, and
right.
If something falls, I'm not picking it up. It's not happening.
Oh, you mean?
I mean, we're yeah.
Like if you drop a pen or something.
Yeah,
You
I
just-
dropped the pen today, and I just kept walking.
Oh,
I just kept walking.
I figured
And
you kick it over to somebody. Go, can you grab that for
well,
me?
there was a girl that works there, and she was down one of the aisles, and she looked at me, and she said, "You're not going to pick that up?" I said, "I'm going to be real with you. I can't." And I just kept walking. Like, I didn't even break stride. And she had this look on her face of, what? So, like, 20 minutes later, I was back in that section, and she said, "Can I ask you a question?" I said, "What?" She goes, "Why couldn't you pick up the pen?" I said, "If you really want to know, honestly, I can't bend. I'm so fat, I can't even bend down right now." Like, and she's like, "You don't look fat." I was like, "You're just being nice. I'm fucking fat." Like,
Yeah,
let's
you're
just
like,
be real here.
you're like, bless you for fibbing, you know? It's like,
Right. And then I did make a grave mistake because I was trying to be funny, and thank God she's kind of humor. And I said, she's like 23 years old, and she said, "Oh, you don't look fat," and I said, I didn't know she was 23. I thought she was older. I go, "Well, you know what?" I go, "And you look 26," and she goes, "I'm 23." I'm like, "Oh fuck!" I was like, she's like, "You really thought?" I was like, she's like, "Why do you think I look 26?" I was like, "Nah." I was like, I already fucked up. I'm gonna keep moving here.
yeah, no,
No,
you can't
yeah.
dig that hole any deeper.
No, right. So, anyway, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I've been
know,
like at work. I had like 2 pairs of jeans I had for work, and luckily
Right.
they were like you know, like when you and I, where we have this constant fluctuation in weight, we have
Right.
pants of like maybe 3 or 4 sizes. So
right, we
so-
do. Yes, this is true. Yes.
So most of your pants are in those middle 2 sizes. You've got some that are
Right.
super small that haven't been worn since the 90s, and
Right.
you have ones that you've been wearing way too often, but you only have like 2 pair of them, and they're the big ones.
Right.
And so like for work, I've been wearing those, and like I know when I'm in trouble is when like, because we do a lot of bending over, and I'm working on these like plumbing devices and stuff like that. That like at times I've really had to be cautious and be mentally like cognizant of how
Right. Of where you are.
how I'm bending or stretching these pants, because I know like if I take that like extra big step into the truck a certain way, I will split my inseam.
Right.
And then I have done that where I've, over the course of time, had that little tear that becomes a bigger tear and a bigger tear. And then instead of buying a new pair of pants, because I'm stubborn, I'm like, I don't want to buy a new pair because I don't plan on being this size. You know, that fucking
Right,
ignorant
right.
way of thinking where I'm just fooling myself.
So ignorant.
So
right.
I'll-
Because we know the truth. Right.
So I'll buy like some iron-on Amazon patches for $2 for 20 of them, and I'll patch and sew the fucking so then it like that's like a stopgap. That's like putting a fucking Band-Aid on a fucking amputation, but it gets me through like 3 more weeks of work before I have to do some more stitching or something.
Right. Or lose weight.
Well,
I mean,
yeah. I will do that too, where I'll drop like 10 or 15 pounds, and then I've bought myself some time in those pants.
Right,
You know,
right.
it's only those pants are only in danger when we're at the fucking far end of that spectrum.
Right.
You know, which you know.
well, I'm at the far fucking end right now.
Yeah,
let me tell you.
like I'm at the point right now. Thank God I'm working from home, because like I haven't put on anything that isn't an elastic band in like 2 fucking months. I blew off fucking like going to dinner with my brother who was in town because I knew I didn't have it. I didn't want to try and squeeze any clothes. I was like, and I'm picturing you like you. I think would prefer not to have to
Right.
go into work like that. I'm like, you're almost at the point where they're gonna have to like, speaking of the Reese's Pieces, where they would have to like do the ET line to lure you out of your home to go to work.
Right. I like, yeah. And somebody else at work today said to me, they walked by and saw me eating the bagel, and then somebody else was eating some like pretzels, and they said, "Do you want pretzels?" And I said, "Yeah, go ahead, throw some down on this plate." And somebody else walked by and went, What are you trying to get to 300 pounds? I'm like, oh, go fuck yourself. What is this?
Well,
Is it that noticeable?
well, I'm as you're telling that story, I'm conflicted as to what I want to do, since you have so many people that work with the company
Right.
you work for and that cross your paths on a daily or monthly basis, or on Zooms or whatever. I'm wondering whether I want to encourage the fat shaming and like literally have tell people to slap food out of your hands and stuff like that. Or if I want to go the other way, once you go on the diet and have people just floating, donuts under your nose.
Oh, you are fucking awful. You're an awful human being. Awful. And I know, and this got cut off on our first attempt tonight, which, back to technical difficulties like it's day one here.
Hey, I resemble that remark.
There was, I have people that I work with that listen to the podcast, and, every day I hear more and more like, oh, I listen to the podcast, or, they'll bring it up, and I'm like, man, and I start to think about things I say, like, now everybody at work knows I shit my pants once. Like, that's unbelievable, right? Now, right, and nobody will bring it up. Like, they won't bring it up. Now that I say that tomorrow, I'll get 9 million messages like, hey, you shit your pants? But, like, like over the last couple of days, there's some people that have, like, made some comments, and one, I'm just going to throw her out there. Her name's Julie.
Uh-huh.
I've never met Julie. We work for the same company. We don't work in the same area. We've never actually met, but she's made a couple comments where she's like...
Is this the one that was following you on TikTok and didn't know you worked for the company and then found out?
No. She knows I work. She knows me through like somebody else, but
Okay.
I've never met them in person. Like, we've never met in person, right?
What is that noise?
That's my chicken cutlet talking to me. Do you hear it?
God.
It's saying, listen, 275, here we come. Do you hear it?
You fat piece of shit. It's almost not fun when you're like going along with it. It's I want you to be upset.
But that's how out of control I am. I don't even give a fuck.
Hey, you've embraced the suck to the highest level.
Right. So anyway, I'm just gonna say, like, Julie has made some comments to me where I'm like, okay, so she's a devoted listener, and she's listened to the podcast, and she knows that, I didn't change my clothes for 7 days in a row, or whatever it may be, right? Like,
whatever
like
embarrassing thing of the day it is, yeah.
Right. Now, for you to say it, it doesn't really matter because you don't fucking go to work.
Well, yeah, I mean, it still matters. People, can we, for 1 second, can you put the mic really close to the thing? Neither of us are going to talk.
You hear it?
Yeah, I want to add it to our sound effects at the beginning for opening. All right, get away from
you hear that? That's beautiful. That's fucking beautiful. Beautiful.
I'm starting to get hungry and sweaty. I
was gonna say, you don't want me to get away because of the sound. You want me to get away because you're afraid of what you're gonna order.
You understand? I could smell it. I could smell the cooking oil and breadcrumbs.
And it's super greasy.
Oh
yeah.
And
I get the mac and cheese is going here.
Yes.
It's homemade. I got shells. I had to mix shells and rotini because.
Do they?
I thought.
Do they have the same cook time, or you have to put one in and then wait 2 minutes and put another one in?
Oh no, we put them in together. Well, yeah, that's good. But yeah, I'm out of control. I'm out of fucking control. I don't even know what to do. I was driving home today, and I'm thinking to myself, like, I mean, I've hit rock bottom before, but I'm fucking on food rock bottom right now. This is like, I mean,
this is not just hitting rock bottom. This is hitting rock bottom at like a high velocity.
Right, like I'm coming in hot and heavy.
Yeah, you jumped off a 10-story building.
Right, this is not.
I would say a taller building, but you don't have the energy to walk any more flights of stairs.
You're lucky I can walk up the stairs to go upstairs in my bed.
Oh my God.
And I think, I messaged you last night after I ate the pizza, and you kind of fell asleep on the couch or whatever. I think you said.
I totally did. I passed out. Woke up, almost threw up all over myself.
Right. I hope people understand
the reflux, the acid
we really
reflux.
do sound like drug addicts, like the way we're talking about this. I huffed and puffed up the stairs last night. Like I was fatigued and winded when I got up there. I don't remember laying down or going to sleep, but when I woke up, it was like 12:30 and the light was on, the TV was on. I was laying on top of the blankets, like there was clothes on the bed. There was no, I didn't prepare. I just went up there and just passed out. I don't even remember.
I have the sound effect of you wheezing. It's from that Adam Sandler comedy album with Fatty McGee,
right?
Where he's wheezing.
Right.
Oh my God.
That's people don't understand that's the level that I'm at right now. And I got these kids. Oh, yes, the food's done. I just finished it. Holy shit.
What a fucking...
She's back.
Tell
She's
her
back.
to come and finish it herself.
Ben said finish it yourself. What? Ben said finish it yourself. I'm not listening to you. I'm just glad that a year later there's still this feud between you two that's never gone away.
Yeah, well, she's lucky. She's lucky I don't escalate it.
He said you're lucky he doesn't escalate the feud.
I'm gonna start sending her TikToks of that girl again.
She said she doesn't care. By the way, I haven't seen Caitlin Cohen in a long time.
I have. She's back to. I think that shot she took to the nose jump started the stutter again.
It went away for a while.
It had gone away for a while, and then she took that. She broke her nose, and I think that shot to the head.
Yeah.
Rebooted the computer. You know what I mean?
Right.
She lost all of her settings.
Right, and then boom, she's back.
Yeah.
Because I watched the video once, and I'm like, she's not stuttering. What's going on here?
Yeah, like why am I watching? What are we here watching?
Right.
What's the point?
Right.
Yeah, we're
right.
Not only are we really fat,
terrible.
But
we're fat and we're terrible.
Awful.
Right.
We're just fucking.
This is our karma. Our karma for being right. Oh God, this is it.
You know what? This has been a very productive episode in that I think that everyone could appreciate us fat shaming the shit out of each other. And right. I think, like, look, the problem is we enjoy it too much, like giving and receiving, that, like, it's not a motivational tool anymore. I don't know if
it's not.
If we have to, like, that's why I'm saying, do we now have to, like, involve others in this and go more public?
Yeah.
Do you need your workplace environment to be just a complete fat shaming environment? Just a, like,
I have a feeling this is going to backfire.
Why?
I have a feeling like someone's going to hear the podcast and be like, "Hey, when you come to the store, and they're going to trick me and be like, we want to help you," and then I get there and they're going to be like, Dozen Donuts, go fuck yourself. Like, that's what's going to happen.
But it's like, if you win, you win. If you lose, you still win. That's what I'm saying with this pizza thing. It's like, I definitely don't want someone to send me the pizza. Wink. But I don't want, I definitely don't want someone to send me a Meat Lovers wink pizza to 3,000. I've given out the address enough. But I am also serious about the diet, dude.
Right.
There's cooking. There's dogs barking.
That's how we roll here. This is a live podcast.
There's your son being a dick. Your daughter, I don't know. I don't even have a word for her. Tell her she's never getting a nickname, especially a cool one.
Ben said you're never getting a nickname, especially a cool one.
Yeah.
That's your punishment.
Yep.
She doesn't really care.
She does. When someone yells they don't care, they care.
They care. I know.
She cares.
Well, I'll tell you this. I know you got to go pick up Huss here probably soon. I got the mac and cheese is good. The cutlets are ready. The mac and cheese is being stirred up. But you know what else I bought? I've got to confess this to you.
What's that?
And this you're not a sweets guy. I know you're not. But I bought 2 cannolis.
Holy cannoli!
And I bought a chocolate chip cookie cake.
Plus the cookies you have.
Shh, don't tell nobody that. Come on.
What? I mean, it's chaos over there, and not.
We got dogs barking. I'm stirring mac and cheese.
It's culinary
That's
and
so
canine
cheesy.
Chaos. It's all right.
This is cheesy mac and. You know what? I want to say this though.
Yeah.
I am so tempted just to order you a pizza just to fuck with you because if I'm on the downfall, you're coming with me, pal.
Well, it's 7:41. I have to go pick up someone at 8:15. So time it accordingly. But I honestly, I really hope you don't.
I didn't say I was ordering you one. I want to, but on the other hand, I'm being kind of cheap right now.
You're a cheap fuck.
Exactly.
Like a tremendously cheap fuck. Notoriously.
I'm so cheap right now. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
So, all right, I got to get the potatoes out of the oven. This is a good podcast. All we do is talk about food.
No, but we didn't even. In this one, we just fat shamed each other. We really didn't talk a lot about food. We just talked about the repercussions of talking about food all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, these potatoes are looking fancy. I'll take a picture and post it on the gram.
Yeah. What you need to do What we need is you to videotape yourself walking up a flight of stairs. I want to hear how heavy you start breathing.
Goodbye. I'm done with you.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye.